Hi, Dave Aubrey here. I am a Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm sending you this video because you're probably sampling our pink drink. It's called Slim, and I want to share with you how to use it while you're sampling it, and also tell you some of the things that are in it and what it's doing for your body if you use it long term. Your sample is basically just a taste test. So I'm going to break down for you what is in them. Now, I don't know, you may have received one of each of the versions of Slim that we had, or you might have received one, but I'll explain both of them so that we cover all the bases for you. So I'll tell you the things that both of these versions have in common first. So Slim, that we call our pink drink, it's something I've been drinking for 5 years every day, and it's not just a flavored water. This is something that is actually doing some great healing in your body. So one of the main things that it's doing is balancing blood sugar with chromium and chlorogenic acid. And one of the things that all of us, whether we are pre-diabetic or type 2, still have fluctuations in blood sugar throughout the day. And insulin is our master hormone, so it affects everything. But what happens is when we have those fluctuations, you'll notice you have afternoon crashes, or you have times during the day when you get really hungry and you run for those, sugary snacks or drinks or the stuff with the caffeine in it. Well, that's because you've got those fluctuations going on. And so one of the first things I noticed when I started drinking Slim was my energy shifted, and in a very clean, healthy way. Also, there are lots of great ingredients in this, but one of the antioxidants is called alpha lipoic acid. And alpha lipoic acid is helping to reverse inflammation in your body. Now, you might be using Slim or interested in Plexus for weight loss. We are a gut health company. We're not a weight loss company. But one of the things that comes along with healing the gut and balancing it is the body's ability to manage weight better. And when our blood sugar is balancing, your body actually becomes more of a fat burner than a sugar burner. But if you will think of when in terms of inflammation, think about two scales. On one scale, you have a pound of apples, and that represents fat. On the other scale, a pound of marshmallows, that would represent inflammation. Now, you're going to have a lot more marshmallows to make up that pound of apples. And that's kind of what inflammation does to you. It tends to make us look puffy. So that's one of the physical manifestations of it. But inflammation is also tied to just about every chronic disease that there is. So reversing inflammation in the body is always a good thing. These also have prebiotics in them, which are beginning to feed the good microbes in your gut. Prebiotics are food for probiotics. Now, the differences in these, I'll talk about this one first. This is called microbiome activating. And it's basically a berry, lemon, watermelon flavor. Actually, this is my favorite flavor, but I'll tell you why I use the other one in just a second. So berry, lemon, watermelon flavor, and it's got a very, very potent prebiotic in it. And that's why I tell people, even when you're sampling, you're going to want to just do a half pack of this in 8 to 10 ounces of water. So that will give you 2 samples. Now there's a teaspoon in the microbiome activating stick pack, so it's easy. A half teaspoon in 8 to 10 ounces of water. It's gonna, and you can use any bottled water. It's going to mix better in room temperature water, but it's going to taste better cold. You want it to be refreshing. So if you use refrigerated water, just shake it up really well, or mix it in room temperature water and pour it over ice. That's perfectly fine as well. So if you do the two, if you split this in half, you'll have 2 samples to try. But that is Slim Microbiome Activating. Now the other Slim, this one is called Hunger Control, and this is the one that I've mainly used the last 5 years. And the reason is, it has a different prebiotic in it called polydextrose. And what polydextrose does in the stomach, it swells, it attracts water, not to make you feel uncomfortable or bloated, but what it does is it just helps you to not feel as hungry. So regardless of which one you're using, you're going to want to drink it about 30 to 40 minutes before a meal. It can be any meal, it doesn't matter, because there's no sugar in it and there's no caffeine. Slim is sweetened with stevia. But again, this one is a blood orange lemon lime flavor. And just as with the other one, 30 to 40 minutes before any meal. And so that is Slim Hunger Control. And those are your two versions of Slim. And I hope you enjoy your samples and reach out to me or the person that shared this video with you. They're probably someone on my team. And let's get you started on a journey to better health. And this pink drink is something that is changing lives for so many people. Thanks. Have a great day.